We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is finally over. It's time to play ball.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Mexico City. Taken in at the 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 38 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Cooper, he's going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is RG3. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. That's taken on the 25. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Falcons. Ezekiel Elliott, 60 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the shotgun, Griffin. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Well, they run with Crockett. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Griffin. Now they go screen. It's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now this looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Griffin. And that's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Griffin. And he finds Howard complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
2nd down at 5. Once again, Griffin. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Griffin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, r2r034's. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. And he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on first down is Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Taylor. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. First half in the books. You're what? All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Griffin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable for Lockett. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Fighting through. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Completes it to Carmichael out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Inside give to Elliott. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
First down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10, rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 115 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Back now in Mexico City. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Meanwhile, Allen's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Elliott. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Christian Okoye taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough.
The Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd down, Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
The coach here, welcoming you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, boy, a modern-day legend. He's been here 18 seasons now in the NFL. Of course, he played at Harvard, one of the top 35 passers in NFL history. Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And I think by now, we know what we're going to get with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Veteran savvy, a ton of know-how, and the enthusiasm for playing and teaching the game, almost second to none. But he also has a bit of a tendency to be a loose cannon with the football. Oftentimes that works out. Sometimes it costs his team, but never a dull moment when he's on the field.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Pulled in at the 24. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Next, receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen out to his left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10 to the 27-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. They set up the screened LT. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 2 on the play there, and the Jets are going to have it 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zeke Elliott able to find his way in from a yard out. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. First down now, but that clock rolling. Fitzpatrick again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down, Fitzpatrick. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Fitzpatrick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. This will be caught once again by Brown. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Lynch up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a 2nd down and 6. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to the ground, Lynch. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. This is Brown on the draw play. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a give, running right is Lynch. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he is going to go down, back at the 11-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Ditka. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2nd down and back to Tomlinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Allen. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Tomlinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such...
Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
Dixon has the ball on the tee, ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Allen going to look to throw on the first play. Being chased out left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Harold Carmichael, 54 yards. And the Falcons go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their electrifying signal caller, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, Michael Vick.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Vick to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Finding room at midfield. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Now Vic on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 27, Allen. It's caught. Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Second quarter now, Falcon football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Lockett, 58 yards. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Vic will look to throw on first down. He's got Lewis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. first down. Vick. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Vick. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Now on first down. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. That's caught out left side by Casper. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And again, it's Allen. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Claypool with another catch. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the red zone now. Allen hit. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Josh Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Bobby Wagner, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Throwing, Vic. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact. Yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. So the first carry of the game under the belt for Emmitt Smith. And, of course, in his career, over 18,000 rushing yards, the all-time leader.
He could probably rest easy for a while about people chasing that number down. He's going to stay at the top because everyone's flinging it around instead of running it. We're going to need a real running back renaissance and an emphasis on the ground game to put that record in jeopardy. Is anyone even close right now?
Frank Gore about 6,000 away, and then AP 7,000 away still around there.
Wow, that's a lot of yards to make up. I think Emmitt Smith feels pretty good about the number he posted, 18,355 yards.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that third down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd down. Vick. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Tomlinson up the middle. Down to the 42, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Past the 20. 5, touchdown, Falcons. Dave Casper, 42 yards. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Michael Vick. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Vick on 3rd and 2. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Vick operating on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Steps. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Vick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
And not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board.
Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Vick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
They They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A give to LaDainian up the gut. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Allen off the play fake. He gets it complete to Jackson.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Allen now looks to throw. He's got Casper over the middle. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football.
They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his 3rd season now, it's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run again with Foreman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play that time through the air. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Allen. Completes it to Carmichael out on the right side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now Elliott. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from the 1. Tomlinson. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play actions. And
he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Christian Okoye taking it in from a yard out.
And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And Burrow's saying, let's go.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. Caught by Wilson. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
First down, here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A carry for Foreman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Foreman. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Play action. It's Burrow on the move to his left.
Completion here to Claypool. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Burrow on play action. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Rolling to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Tomlinson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Allen. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. This will be caught by Harold Carmichael. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And quick likely we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So Allen's going to look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Draw. This is Tomlinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To the air, Allen. They set up the screened LT. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And that flag accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll go up the gut with Tomlinson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A give to the fullback on the dive. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still 3rd down.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.